I think that we're gonna jump right into like letting him meet dogs in the beginning.
Oh my God, I'm scared.
Why?
Because his hair's been sticking out.
That's because of your vibe over here. Like, for example, like he's doing the same thing that he would do around dogs at me right now. He's not gonna bite me.
No.
You know, he's just excited. So don't be scared. Take a deep breath. What's up, bro? I'm Jawan. Great to meet you.
Of course.
Just go ahead, tell him free dog, and then let him sniff, and then bring him back. So just tell him free dog, and then bring him that way. Yep. But in free dog, you're still gonna be directing him. Also, that leash that you have is horrible.
I know. I thought you were bringing me the other.
I got you. Yeah. Bring him. Go that way. Go that way. Good morning. Yeah, that's a bungee leash, which is only going to promote him doing everything that he's doing. Hi, I'm Jawan.
Maria, I believe we spoke on Instagram with Archie and Harley.
Got it.
Starlight passed away.
Cool. Yeah, exactly. Hi,
Hey,
I'm
Giovanni.
Giovanni, great to meet you too. They seem calm compared to other dogs.
This is the first time that they're like this.
Okay, got it. Yeah, they're like, where the hell did you bring us? What are you going to do with us today? Okay, just tell them free dog, let them sniff, and then find your way back over here. We're going to meet over here in this area, but just give them, the free dog is a time for them to be able to decompress and use their nose. And it's also, it can serve as a reward for them being so calm right now. So just tell them free dog and let them sniff and then come back in.
Okay, cool.
All right. Hi, what's up? Hi.
Sandy.
Hi, Sandy.
How are you?
I'm hugging
Nice to meet you.
Great to meet you as well. You coming to train your boy today?
It's actually her first time meeting him because it's her first time being in Chicago. I haven't been in Chicago in a long time.
Oh, well, welcome. Cool.
Yeah. She was born here.
Cool. Awesome. Where do you live now?
LA.
Okay, cool. You have to get out the winters, huh? Yeah. Good. Cool. I want you as well, Jared. So, Jared, this is going to be a class where I like give you guys stuff to do while I focus on crazies, and then I'll bounce back to you guys.
Okay.
So just like pick an area over there by Sarah, and then once I calm these guys down, then I'll give you some stuff to do. For him, you already know.
Okay, yeah. He's just really anxious right now.
So then just create some space. Okay, you have your long line?
Yes, I
Start with long line on, and then go from there. Okay. For her, I will work on like recalls and holding positions, and then do some flirt with her. Okay. Yeah, then I'll just come in and check. All right. Sarah, you have your flirt pole? Cool. Play with him. See if he'll play. Is she playing? Cool. Cool. Take her. Put that other leash on so she can have more space, and take her and let her run around a little bit. Sink. Good morning. What you want?
Sergio.
Sergio? Ruben, great to meet you. Cool. This dog, friendly with dogs, just excited? Not friendly at all.
She's very reactive.
But have you seen her play with a dog?
He's played with our downstairs dog. That's the only dog I've seen not bark or anything, I think. Yeah.
Okay, sometimes what happens is like on the street, just excitement. Looks like my dog is mean, but he just wants to play.
The thing is, I get that, and he kind of always wants to go to the dogs. He's always looking for a dog.
Yeah. So he's gonna go through a complete experience to where he thinks he's gonna go meet a dog, and I'm gonna light him up because what he's just doing right there, that is not how you meet dogs. You don't meet dogs by pulling that off.
Yeah, and
I had to tell you go say hi in order for you to go meet a dog. So he has to learn that lesson.
Yeah, and I'm the one that's not confident to get him near dogs because he's gonna like pounce and he does that like that where he goes on top of them.
Got it. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Well, just take a deep breath, and we about to build.
All right.
Cool. What's up, y'all? I'm gonna put you guys in the experience group over there.
Okay.
I'm gonna just give you guys something to do. Okay. Hey, Henry.
Hi.
You like, man, it's you again? I'm just gonna give you guys something to do, and then I'll be checking in. But I want you guys to just pretty much use this as like we came to bring our dog to just get more exposure, but also be free under my control. You know, so that'll like be your area, and then every so often I'm gonna use Ash and all these dogs to help these dogs. Yeah. But you trust your training, you know, so just have fun with your dog. All right. I would do like position holds, recalls, and then see if he'll play with you. Oh. Yeah, and then just use those control dogs as distractions for now. Okay. Are they taking food right now?
I left that in the car.
Go get your food.
Yeah, sorry.
How about toys? You think they'll play?
I think this one's more toys and that one's more food.
Okay, cool. You have toys?
Bring a toy
Okay, all right. Just bring the food. They both like food though.
Yeah.
Okay,
She
cool.
sometimes will get overwhelmed and won't take it like at the vet and stuff. So I'm curious.
Got it. Okay. What's she? Hi. Hi. Oh, hey. What's up, Sheila? How are you? Great to meet you too. And remind me. River. Cool. This class is going to be a lot for River. So we're not gonna have River interact with any dogs. I want him to just be here, I'm sorry. I want her to just be here and gain experience from being around dogs. Actually, we'll pick some good dogs for her to interact with, like some safe dogs. But I'm gonna just be giving you stuff to do, like letting her be free and sniffing around. I might give you some leash walking drills, and I might give you some stuff to do with food.
I have this leash. I didn't bring the proper
Okay, yeah, that leash. So we won't focus on it too much because we're not gonna even do like any collar work or any of that right now.
Okay.
Like she's too fresh and there's too much going on to even expect her to start understanding how to walk on a leash right now. Right now, I want you real quick, just put her down and tell her free dog.
Or you let it go.
Yeah. Well, no, hold the leash.
Oh,
there.
okay.
Yeah. So free dog is like now she can sniff around, and you just pay attention to your surroundings. You know, don't let her come up to any dogs, but this is what you want her to do, and you want her to take it in and look away. Good girl. You could do like you have food with you. Okay, I'll have some treats that she made. But you could, River.
I have food, but not treats.
Will she eat the food?
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah, go get that. Here.
Okay.
Yeah. But just like here, exactly. Good job. And then it would be River. Good. Yeah. And then you reward her for coming to you.
Okay.
And then free dog, and you let her float again.
Okay.
Okay. But go get your food.
Okay, come on, River.
All right. Ruben, right? Come on in. Paige, can you go right there? You can go right there by that pole.
Come on. Let's go.
There you go. I think I'm gonna use her. Ruben, you can stand right there by that tree. I might use him first. Everybody, you guys can come in. Stacy, you'll pick this patch right here. That's your area. Yep, tree for you guys. Donovan, how's she with dogs? Cool. Okay, cool. He's friendly though.
Yeah, that one's not
She. What's her name?
Boma. That's my dog.
Beaumont? Boma. Oh, I know who you are. Okay, cool. Yep. Cool. Okay. When you said Ruben, there's another Ruben that comes. I thought that, but now you guys got it. Okay, cool. Good job, Akemi. Rendell, you can come in.
Look who it is.
About the other one today.
I
Good.
know. I feel bad.
She's
I felt
calm
so
here, though.
bad.
She's afraid of me.
She's
I'm gonna be
afraid of
walking
men.
her today.
Okay.
Yeah.
Good.
Cool.
She'll get used to you.
Yeah, she will.
Pretty quick.
Once Sheila comes back, we will start. I think that Donovan, she's super friendly. Okay. I might use you to let them do a meeting real quick. She thinks that her dog is gonna bite. I got him. But if she's super friendly, we're gonna I just want you to see your dog play real quick, and then we'll go from there. We'll probably do the same exact thing for him. Oh, she brought both her dogs today. She about to be in trouble. Sheila, come on in. You can come stand by this tree right here. Pick him up. Pick her up. Joanne said pick up a dog. This environment is it's a lot for a puppy, you know. So you'll come in and just hold her for now, Sheila. You brought 2 dogs today. You about to become a dog trainer today, huh? That is your other puppy, right? Okay. So you'll start because you have 2 dogs and you're gonna become a dog trainer today. We're gonna go your name, your dog's names, and then something that you struggle with this week with them.
Okay. All right, so my name is Destiny.
Your name, your dog's name, and something that you struggled this week with your dog. Go ahead.
My name's Destiny. This is Sadie. This is Sophie. And what I'm struggling with is for the puppy, the recall. And Sadie, I guess like the tugging when walking.
Got it.
Yes.
Destiny, Sadie. Sadie is the doodle.
A doodle.
Sophie is the golden. Is it full golden?
No, she's a doodle, but she looks like a golden retriever.
Got it. Okay.
Yeah.
Sophie is a doodle, and for Sadie, leash walking, right?
Yeah.
And for Sophie, recall. What she blows you off right now when you call her? Got it. Okay. Name, dog's name, something you struggle with this week.
Stacy, Christopher, Shiloh, chasing things, birds, rabbits, and just this.
He's caught a couple birds and rabbits this week, right? Yeah. Stacy, Chris, Shiloh, and Shiloh has a lot of prey drive, and he likes to catch critters.
I'm Donovan. This is Millie. She's not my dog, so I didn't have her this week. I'm not sure what her struggles are yet, but we're gonna find out.
She's pretty. Donovan, Millie, and Donovan don't know.
Hi, I'm Maria. This is Harley. This is my husband, Giovanni and Archie. With Harley, she does have a lot of prey drive, but she also doesn't have any dog friends besides her brother. So she's becoming a little reactive, like on walks.
Got it. Maria, Giovanni, Archie, Harley.
Yes.
And with Harley, she needs to find more dog friends. We don't know if she will kill a dog or not. We'll see. And how about Archie?
Reactive to loud noises, barking at cars, doorbells, stuff like that.
He's a nut.
Birds flying past the window, forget about it.
Got it. Okay, so kind of the same thing. Go ahead, Akemi.
Akemi, this is my aunt Sandy. She's visiting. This is Bungie. He's recently learned the e-collar, and now he's kind of been like a Velcro dog. So even when I try to give him free time, he just wants to be next to me. So
Got it.
trying to make him comfortable being on his own.
In the world. Cool. Akemi, Sandy, Bungie. Something to struggle with this week is Bungie's been a Velcro dog, meaning like when she tells him free dog, he won't be free. He'll try to just stand by her side and be next to her. That's like that's a good problem to have. We can fix that though. Go ahead.
I'm Sheila. This is River. I take her to work with me pretty much. She goes everywhere. So when it's time to go, she likes to play in the mud. As you see her legs and paws, she likes to chase rabbits. There's a lot of bunnies in my yard. She does everything. Poop everywhere, pee everywhere, everything.
Got it. Sheila and River and hey Peggy. Peggy, what's your daughter's name? I'm sorry. Maddie. Hey Maddie. So this is Sheila and River, and Sheila doesn't have any structure for River in her house, so River does whatever she wants. So Sheila's gonna learn how to structure her life.
Paige, this is Athena. We've been out of town for a week, so this week I'm not really sure what was being worked on. We haven't really had a chance to catch up, but usually she just really likes to follow me around the house when I work from home. So a lot of times I try to kind of give her that boundary and that structure. And my flaw is when I get busy, I put her training to the side because I'm working, and then we're kind of in that vicious cycle of you need to do what you need to do, but I need to be able to quickly correct in that sense.
That's what I was gonna say. So this is Paige and Athena. Paige is in Portugal living the life this past week. So I had Athena. What Athena struggled with the most is understanding how to be tethered in my house because Athena, she's been getting more free time than more tether time and been soliciting a little bit more, where it's much better than it was for sure. But when I would go pet another dog, your dog, she would get so pushy and she was like trying to guard and like doing all type of stuff. So we're gonna have a conversation. Go ahead, Jared.
I'm Jared, Smod. We struggled with fireworks this week.
Jared and Ma, and 4th of July is coming up, so it's time to start popping fireworks, and Ma was struggling with it.
Monique, Rendell, Henry, Ash. This week, we had some reactivity with some dogs when we were passing by them on a walk in the neighborhood. And then his recall was like when he's in prey drive. So I freed him when he saw bunnies. I wanted him to chase it.
Yeah.
Work on his recall.
Mm-hmm.
And then I needed to crank it up. He came back, but like not like that, how he usually does when there's no like distraction.
He's at a point now to where you call him and he blows you off. Filet mignon, like high, like correction for not coming.
Yeah, that's what happened. I played me on his ass, and then he came back to me.
And then Ash, come,
Yeah.
you know, and treat it like it never even happened.
Yeah.
But now you're showing him, hey, that is completely off limits.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, especially if you're gonna have him chasing prey.
Yeah.
Okay.
Sarah.
Sorry. Rendell, Monique, Ash. Ash has struggled. He's been reactive this past week, and he blew off a recall.
Sarah, Frank, and his excited squealing. I think is most
His excited squealing. Sarah and Frank squeals like a hog.
Jasmine, Nala,
Hey.
she can't separate from her brother, and she's scared of everything.
Got it. Well, this is good for her.
Yeah,
Your leash should go on that other ring, that ring that's sticking out. Yep. Exactly. Jasmine and Nala, right? And she's a scaredy cat when she's not with her brother, so she needs more exposure. Go ahead, Peggy.
Peggy, and this is my daughter Maddie. This is Allie, and we're working on lurching at other dogs.
Got it. Friendly, but just being too pushy.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. All right. So that is Peggy, Maddie, and I'm blanking on his name, and Ollie. I know Ollie. And Ollie has been being a nut when it comes to like wanting to meet other dogs this past week. Okay, so I want to hop right into just getting some of these dogs to be calm. So I'm gonna give some stuff to do before we like do some group stuff. Jarrett, same thing, play, recall. Paige, same thing, play, recall. For her, I want you to use your e-collar more with your obedience and have her hold positions too. So like you could do impulse where she's like in the down and you're doing flirpo. Sarah, for him, I want you to do some loose leash walking with the e-collar. So find his working level, pick a spot on the sidewalk, and then when you turn, that's where you do that tap. But like a heartbeat though, not too fast. All right. For him, I would say same thing. Start off with some recall and then build into some play. Start off with some leash walking with the e-collar and then build into some play and then let the play flow into like obedience and recall and impulse control. Okay. And I'll be checking in. Anybody else? Akemi, free dog. Yep. You can use everybody, like you guys, you can use that whole side over there too. Okay. If you guys feel like your dogs need to work on recall, then you could put together a leash walking circle as well. I'm gonna put Jarrett, you're in charge of that. If you feel like you want, like if you guys all as a collective feel like you want to do like dog passes, then do it one of the circles. Cool. Come on, Peggy. Only because you telling him to sit and he ain't sit, so I'm picking on you. Yep, put that bag down. There you go. All right, so I know, but I heard sit and I looked over and saw him didn't sit. I'm like, your turn. So we are going to start off where we left off at that last class with this leash tension down drill.
Sit.
Okay. Now, wait. Look at me, please. Take a deep breath for me. Cool. I need everybody to take a deep breath like Peggy just did. Got it. All right. Now I want you to take him and put him up here. Yep, you can just move her over a little bit, Jasmine. Now, I want you to do some leash tension down with him. So just use your leash and be calm and don't tell him anything. Just use your leash. There you go. Good. She been working on that, Maddie? Good job. Go ahead, do it again. So look, wait, hold on. Please stop talking to him.
Don't talk to him.
Don't talk to him. Just use your leash. Grab your leash right here.
Okay.
And just show him to go down. And then when he goes down, good boy, good job. That's where you talk to him.
Okay.
Nope. Correction, right? So I talk to him to correct, and then good boy. Here again, okay? But what happens is you'll start talking, he'll start ignoring,
Okay.
and then you'll get frustrated because he's ignoring, and then you'll remember leash, which makes him stress.
Okay.
So I want you to just go leash first, okay?
Okay.
Break. All right, so
Good
go ahead.
boy.
Do that with him a couple times. This is called the leash tension down drill. Be directive with your leash and stop talking to him, Peggy. The reason that I'm telling Peggy to stop talking to him is because he's blowing her off. So why even talk to him if he's blowing her off when we taught him leash cues? He knows that if she pulls the leash up onto that, to hop up there, he knows when she pulls the leash down, that means lay down. He knows that when she pulls the leash up, that means sit. So in this environment with all these dogs, it's not possible for him right now to listen, right? But she can communicate clearly with the leash. So I wanted to bring in some clarity. Yep, use that leash again. Use your leash. Yep, assertively. There you go. Perfect. And now just with the leash. Excellent. Good. So you see, now she's not talking at all and he's listening. Okay? And then her talking comes in when it's like, good job, dog. Good. Because if she's going down, blowing her off, down, blowing her off, down, blowing her, now it's just watering down what her sound means to him. Okay? One more time, Peggy. Put him in that, put him in that down. Put him in down. One more time. So up there with the leash, tension downward. He's biting your hand there. Yeah. There you go. Perfect. Awesome. Then tell him break it, then free dog. Give him some free space.
Free dog.
Yep. Jasmine, was she down with leash tension?
What?
Was she down with leash tension? Do it up on the stoop so it's easier, I think. All right. All right. Now we're gonna jump into the fun stuff. May I have him? Destiny, may I have your puppy? Mm-hmm. You think he will not play?
I think he's gonna play really rough.
Okay, he thinks he's gonna play really rough.
She's really submissive.
Okay, cool.
She plays for King Fortress.
Cool. Good job. Good. All right, so good. He's gonna have to learn quick how to read her, right? She's telling him, hey dude, I'm a little bit scared. I don't wanna play right now, you know? And then when he walks away, you see she gets a little bit more interested, but then when he gets really pushy, she submits again. Good. And he's doing pretty good now at reading her. So she's like, please, I'm submitting. And then when he starts to get too pushy, because she can't correct, I'm gonna step in to punish her, okay? So when he came in, one of my policies when dogs meet is don't mount a dog like that. So every time I would to tell him, go say hi, and then he did that, he's gonna get punished for that until it deletes from his mind to offer that, you know? And then he's gonna come in a little calmer, and then the dog will respect his space, right? Now, I could have paired him up with a dog that he would have met and did that, and the dog would have drilled him, like completely, and snapped at him. Yeah, but that's what happens, you know? And sometimes, like, he did need that, right? But if we don't know how to read it, now we think the dogs are fighting, you know? And so, like, if that happens, like, let's say he's too pushy, he jumps on a dog snaps at him, and then we split it up, now he never learned how to do it right. You get what I'm saying? Yeah. So here is just, like, and I'm gonna put him in that scenario where a dog will show him, you know? But I wanted to step in just to show you, like, no, you just, yeah, you just got a goofy, silly dog. Wait. Go say hi. Cool.
I know you would learn some stuff, right?
Wait.
Right?
All right, good job, Paige. Tell her out, put her down, and just have her hold that down. Good job, Sheila. And then you can also say, River, free dog, and then to use that whole area over there and just let her sniff around and stuff. But you're still holding the leash. All right. They have him on a bungee leash, which is a leash that stretches and stretches and stretches. So he's gonna, as soon as I see a bungee leash, I know that he does not know how to walk on a leash properly, and I know that he does a lot of what he wants to do for pulling. You know, so I wanted to get him right off that bungee leash and put him on a leash that's not a bungee, so that when I control him, I can be more clear with my direction. Tell him go say hi.
Go say hi.
Got him. Let him go. Step away. Thank you. Good job. Good. They think that this dog's mean. This dog is not mean at all. This dog super friendly. Every dog that he meets, he's gonna be friendly with. He just needs more exposure to it. Same as, what's your dog's name?
Pancho.
Same as Pancho? Yeah. Pancho thinks that he meets dogs by acting like a fool. So that's why he's over there barking like that, because he thinks, okay, that's how I meet dogs, you know? And so Shiloh sees a dog and he wants to interact, and he starts acting like how he thinks he's supposed to act, because at some point he got rewarded for that. He was able to meet the dog, you know? So now we just have to teach him, no, you be calm in order to meet dogs, you know? But you see, this is who your dog is. This is who this dog is.
Well, this past week his hair sticks up, so that's what made me kind of.
No, that's just dog language. That's him. He needs more exposure. He's nervous, so he's trying to make himself a little bit bigger, you know? Yeah, hackles don't always mean something bad. Yeah, it just really just means insecurity. Like more, even if it leads to something bad, it was from insecurity. You get me? Good job. Good, yeah, and this is really the perfect dog for him to play with. Cool, go ahead, call her, Destiny. Sophie, get up. Awesome. I'm gonna get her in a minute. Monique, can I use Ash? Put him on his regular leash. Yep, and then when you're ready, Sheila, bring her back. Turn your back on her. You're acting like this is a puppy. There you go. She like, I told her get away from the dog. She like, you know, just turn and go, and hold her accountable. All right, tell him to go say hi, and then I'm gonna correct him because he's gonna come in hot.
Ash.
And just hand me that leash.
Go say hi.
There you go. So really the same thing. He wasn't gonna mount or anything. Ash is friendly, for the most part. He wasn't. This is gonna turn to some freaky stuff, which like that's how dogs interact sometimes. You see his hackles are going up. See, that's Play-Doh. See. So if I wanted to, Ash, leave it. Good job. I can step in, you know. And then look, so it's gonna turn into play. They just need more space. Good, but you see now Shiloh's role is completely different in this relationship. He's not the pushy one. She was submitting and on the ground with him, and now look who's on the ground, you know? So really and Shiloh's trying to get back over to where he's comfortable. Really what Shiloh needs is for me to coach Ash a little bit more to stop being so pushy. Come on. Good, and the best way for them to meet, like their relationship, number one, they need more space. They need like a yard so where they can run around and learn each other. But a walk will help, like taking them on a walk together. Good job, look, he's like, all right, this dog's a lot for me. All right, go ahead, call him. Come on, Peggy. And then I'm gonna come get her next with him. Tell him wait.
Wait.
Make him wait, there you go. And then go say hi and hand me that, no. Completely, Sheila, for you too, completely off limits for my dog to say, I'm gonna go meet that dog without me releasing it. All that's gonna lead to is him biting him, or him biting him, or a panic scenario, or building reactivity, because my dog just decides that he's gonna drag to meet, so then when it's not time to meet, now I have to drag away, you know? So I'm not even gonna hold him back from getting it wrong. Look, if he approaches without me telling him those words, go say hi, I'm gonna correct him, you know? I should be able to get all the way up to her and give her a hug, and my dog still, you get what I'm saying? Even if that dog lunges, my dog should be like, okay, I'm not interacting, okay? So now I want you to do the same thing. So you're going to just start, you're not gonna release him, you're just gonna walk up to me, he's gonna jet over to Ash, and then I want you to punish, okay? So come on over. Yep, that's cool, that's good. Tell him go say hi.
Go say hi.
There you go. Go say hi, Ash.
Hey, he did pretty good.
That was excellent. Oh yeah. This is like two of the same dogs in different bodies, as far as like how they play. Yeah. So they definitely would need like more space. All of these dogs need more space. Good job, Chris. Yep. He was gonna solicit their Stacy, and he was waiting for you to reward that, like you probably sometimes do. That's enough. That's enough. So I mean, I'm cool with their play style. That's enough. But because they're on leash, I'm not about to let them just be crazy, you know. So I want to no. That's enough. Good. So and more importantly, I want him, and he knows it, but I want him to know that when you say that's enough, that means playtime's over. You know, it should never be, I'm letting you meet, then it's time to stop meeting, let's drag away. You know, it should be, hey, that's enough. And then he gets it through his mind to stop. Decision. Ash, leave it. Good. Decision made, you know. Because then it's easier to let him meet dogs because he's not getting all riled up. Okay? Break. Go say hi. Free dog. Come on. There you go. Right? He's like, dude, you got too many rules over here. All right, go ahead and call Ash.
Ash, come.
Awesome. I'm gonna come get him next. Her next, Jasmine. Go say hi. So look, now your dog gave a correction. Your dog said, bro, I don't play like that. I got a nice coat. Don't mess up my coat. But your dog want to do that to other dogs though.
Yeah.
You know? So these two, they would be a walk candidate. Because he's not going for any of that. His play style does not fit his play style at all. So they would have to learn each other. But you see, he gave a boundary. So what he just did to Ollie was the same thing I did to him when he jumped on Sophie. He corrected him, you know? Now, he didn't even have to throw a bite because Ollie already knows what that means because Ollie's been snapped at by Akila and by all the dogs at my house, you know? So Ollie understood that when the dog growls, that means stop, okay? All right, Jarrett, you don't have to keep walking. You can chill. Cool. But yeah, I'm going to find somebody for him to play with. I'm going to come get her now, okay? Go ahead, call him.
Pancho.
Pancho. Good boy, Pancho. She probably, actually, I want you to tell her to go say hi. You hold it. Yep, and just come over. And just read it, yep, and now dance around. Don't let it get tangled, and don't let that leash get tight. Yep. When you're letting dogs meet, you never want the leash to get tight. That tension is gonna either tell the dog to go forward or it's gonna communicate to the dog how stressed you are, you know? If you're gonna say go say hi, just let them go say hi, you know, and most of the time the dogs will solve it out, yep. And then you just make sure the leashes don't get tangled. So tight, so get rid of that tightness, yep. And then I gotta do my job and make sure the leash doesn't get tangled. Exactly. Boom, and then let's say now it's time to go, right? To end it, I'm gonna go, and I want you to do the same thing, Jasmine. Let me do my dance. Good. Watch your leg, Peggy. So let's say we were ending it now, right? They were meeting. I would go, Ollie, let's go. And then I would pop it, and then I'd be out. Okay? The mistake that people will make is, come on, let's do it again, Jasmine. Wait. Go say hi. They'll let the dogs be meeting, and then when it's time to go, now they're dragging the dogs away. Dragging away. And the dog's on the other end of the leash like, no, I need to still meet that dog, you know? And then that's how you build reactivity. Because the last thing they got, or that last picture they saw was this getting dragged away. And so now when they see another dog, they're like, this gets me towards it, you know? So you want to make sure that you say, let's go, and then you snap your leash, and then you go into your loose leash walking, which we'll talk about, okay? So tell her, let's go, and then you're out.
Let's go.
Exactly. You see how she responded to let's go? That's how you end play, okay? Go ahead and call him.
Let's go. Come on.
Where you going, fool? Call him again. Call him.
Ollie, come. Come, Ollie.
So I bet he'd be under you in the house, though. Will she bite me?
I don't think so.
Will he bite me?
He might. He gets mouthy, yeah. He seems like the sweeter one. He seems more nervous about everything.
Super friendly. You've seen him play,
With my other dog that passed.
but not with any other dog.
No. He was from the CACC though. They did a bunch of
Like the
dog-
videos
dog
of him.
videos
Got it. Okay, good. That makes me happy. May I have Sophie? Yeah, Sophie. Sadie's just gonna be snapping that dog.
How'd you know?
Come on, Kimmy. Good job, Paige. And you can use that flirt pole as distraction. If you feel like that's boring, you can bring her closer in. Look, you see what this dog's trying to do? You saw what she tried to do? What she tried to do? Yeah, she tried to say, hey, I'm gonna go meet that dog. She gets there, he doesn't like her, he bites her. Who's in the wrong, you know? Both because he overcorrected, but she's in the wrong too because she's not supposed to be pushy. But she's a puppy, you know? So it's on me to coach her how to do it right. All right, so do you want to hold or do you want to give him? Cool, so you're gonna tell him, go say hi, grab the leash a little bit shorter. Yeah, like maybe 5 feet. You hold it and you control it if you need it. Tell them to go say hi. Go say hi, pup. All that tension you just came with.
Sorry.
So let's say I wanted to communicate to Bungie to slow down, but Bungie gets this. Yeah, but that's how things go sometimes, you know. Bungie, that's enough. Good. So you see, I coach him. I tell him this is what I want you to do. He goes, no, this smells good down here, and then I step in. Free dog. Free dog. Good, but yeah, it's gonna be tense. Even if it's playful, sometimes it'll be tense because they're just meeting, you know. Cool, that's good. All right, call Sophie. Come on, Donovan. You want to hold her or you want me to hold her? Cool. So when you're ready, tell her go say hi. Wait. Go say hi. Yep. Now they meet, dance around. I feel like, oh, there we go. Yeah, these dogs would be homies. She's a pushy female. That's who Bungie likes. Cool. There we go. Yep. And just step around a little bit more, Donovan. Good job. All right, now tell her let's go. Let's go, Bungie. And we'll do one more, Donovan. You see how like tight this is? I never do this on the street with dogs that I don't know, even though I'm a trainer, but it's uncomfortable for someone if let's say my dog meets yours and I'm like, you're doing it wrong. Let me take your leash. You're not gonna be like, you're not gonna want to hand that leash over even though you're doing it wrong, you know? So I don't really do this with like strange dogs on the street just because people don't really get it, how to do it, you know? But I like to use group class as a space for your dog to have those interactions and get rewarded for being calm. Don't put so much tension on there. So stop holding it, Yeah, I get what you're trying to do. You're trying to keep him there, but you don't want him to be laying there with all that tension because then he's learned. Oh, okay, sorry, I'll shut up, my bad. So yeah, we'll use group class as a time for dogs to meet because it's more controlled. But on the street, 9 times out of 10, I'm like, nope, my dog's not friendly. Even though my dogs are completely friendly, okay? Ready? He like, I think so. Just bring him over and then hand him to me. Tell him, go say hi.
Go say hi.
Akemi, I'm really doing this so you can see that Bungie can meet a bunch of dogs, you know, and be well-rounded. Look at him. Did he meet this dog last week? Yeah. Or 2 weeks ago? He did? Awesome. All right, go ahead, call Shiloh. Boom. Come on, Jared. You hold her. Wait. Great job, Sheila. Great job. And then when she decides to calm next to you, give her love. But great job. Go ahead, Jared. Go say hi. Too pushy. I could have corrected, but he corrected himself. Maud almost corrected. But you see where she went, Jared? Where'd she go? Yeah, so she went to guarding instinct. You know, it wasn't stand up for myself. It was get back over here because this is where I'm comfortable, and then I'll snap from here if I need to, you know. That's what Frank will do too. Athena will kind of do that too. Paige, you can bring her in a little bit closer if you trust it. Go ahead, one more time, Jared. Bungie's gonna be not want to meet any dogs after this because he's gonna be so overwhelmed with meeting dogs today. Go ahead. Go say hi, Bungie. Good. They've already communicated. She already told Bungie, hey, I really don't want to interact with you. And Bungie read it. Bungie's like, okay, she doesn't want to interact with me. I'm gonna take her now. All right. She won't bite me.
She hasn't bit anybody other than Puppy and Mouthy.
Okay. You guys think I'm gonna get bit today?
No, don't say that. Not my dog.
He said no. Cool. All right. Bring her over. Cool. And then you step all the way away. She's not a dog that wants to bite other dogs at all. She may get into a scenario where another dog's being too pushy and she might overcorrect, you know. But the fact that she's not trying to jump on him right now with me holding both dogs is awesome, you know. She's in avoidance though, so everybody see her tail's tucked and all that. So she just needs this experience more, you know. But if she makes a quote unquote bad decision, then it's not gonna be because she was being mean, it's gonna be because she didn't understand. But as you can see, like there, he was being pretty pushy and she didn't even look like she was gonna correct him, you know. She's like, I'm just gonna run and get out of here, which is fine. For her,
I've never seen her do this besides the vet. I've never seen
like be all scared like this. This is who she is though, right here. And then she probably gets rewarded a lot in the house for being under you and following you and pushing you and bringing you toys, and you see how I'm guessing it. So you promote this behavior on accident, you know. Another thing I'll say, shh, is this prong is too intense for her. Yeah, so I would downgrade it because she's like a flat dog, you know. So I would want to like build more confidence in her and then maybe tame it down a little bit. All right, go ahead and call her. Awesome.
Sorry, what would you downgrade her to?
Probably this collar.
Is that a Maria? Oh,
It's,
it's a black.
yeah, it's like it still has a prong, but it's a plastic version.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, put her leash on. This will be, it's either gonna go great or it's gonna go horrible because they don't like each other. You can put the slip on. He's already tired of beating dogs. So you see now, look, Whiny went away, and he's on her, you know. Just put her in the down.
Tina, down.
Awesome. Yep, keep her in that down. Bungie's gonna make a mistake, I think. So the last time that they boarded together, they got into like a slight scuffle, but I stopped it, right? And so now they remembered, which is why now they're in avoidance. They're like, look, she like, I don't want nothing to do with that dog, you know, and he's like, I don't want nothing to do with that comes with that dog, you know, because he'll go again, but he knows that Juwan's holding the leash and Juwan will punish that, you know. So a good scenario for them, lay down. Good job. Good boy, Bungie. Your dog's on point. A good scenario for them would be a walk, and then we build up from there, but this is pretty good. Can we go somewhere so we can call him? Tell him down. We'll use your e-collar. Good job. And then when you're ready, don't get tight. Don't get tight. Just be ready, but don't get tight. You ready? Perfect. Yeah, because you could have got tight and triggered her to do what she does. It is. Especially on that prong, you know. Dang, River. All right.
Down.
What level is it at?
23.
That's probably too high. Tap it. Tap it again. Yeah, you see how she's like flinching? Go to 15. Tap it. Tap it. You tapped it? Tap it again. Go up by ones. Whenever you're ready, Monique, you can tell them, bring them over. Right there, right there. What level is that?
16.
Okay. Cool. You think you'll snap at it?
The puppy?
Yeah.
Maybe. He wanted to sniff, I think,
That's Chitty. Release her, Paige.
Freedom.
Go ahead. Tell him go say hi.
Ash, go say hi.
This dude be coming in hot as fuck, man.
But every time we feel like after he meets dogs here, then he pulls out.
Calms down.
Whining, stop.
Yeah. Oh yeah. So you see how I forgot who said it's tense. Somebody says tense. It's tense, you know. These dogs are super friendly though. Tina. Good. Nope. Come here. Good. Good job. This is Athena. This is my dog. Athena. Good. Go ahead and call her, Paige.
Athena, come.
There you go. And I want you to just take her to the middle and down her right there. All right, I'm gonna use your dog. Sarah, can you work the camera for me? Don't let her approach. Don't let her approach. Yeah. Yep, exactly. Good. Good job. Good. Come here. Sit. Lay down. Lay down. Yep. Good. Now tell River free dog and just let River go sniff.
Free dog.
Down. Good boy. And then I'm gonna tell him free dog. No, free dog. You see when I told him free dog, what he wanted to do, you know. So that's why I brought him away and told him free dog. And then you saw him shake it off and decompress. So now you need to shake it off and decompress.
In the back.
Have they met?
I don't think
No.
Come on. She's doing that because she's under you. Step back, Jasmine.
I feel a lot less stressed now.
No. Come on. I'll explain it in a minute. But do you guys know what happened there? So Asher's being completely too pushy. All right, come on. Good girl. Leave it. Sit. Lay down. No. Lay down. Good. Ash is being completely too pushy. He didn't go to sniff her butt at all. You know, he was right in her face. But it wasn't the best starting point. Ash kind of just came over and she was like, get away from my mother, you know, because she came across and bumped into you a little bit, you know, which will happen. That's going to happen, you know. But that's why I was like, all right, get away, you know, to take that energy away. And you see, she'll get back to you and then the confidence will come back, you know. But then Ash, when they were meeting, she didn't want to meet Ash. She wanted him to get away. She was growling at him. Ash didn't read it at all. You know, he's like, you growling, but poke, I'm gonna try you, you know. And then it turned into, I corrected Ash, and then Ash went to go at her, and she went to correct him, and he didn't stop, so then I lit him up. Because I want to be on her side and be like, no, he been told you to stop. I mean, she been told you to stop, you know. Free dog. But just because that happened doesn't mean they can't be friends or they can't coexist calmly, you know. That's what I was telling you, Ruben, where it's like she would have been completely in the wrong to step in and correct. And even if she does it now, you know. But he's just on some freak body stuff. You know, and really right now what I'm looking for is for her to turn around and growl at him so I can tell him to stop, you know. But she's not. She's like, Mom, my confidence is over there, you know. Ash, leave it. Now I can step in for her, you know, but eventually a lesson that I want her to learn is how to correct without doing too much. Okay, go ahead and call her, Jasmine. Awesome. But yeah, so what happens in like life, when like on the street or in a dog park, is that interaction happens like that, and then it's like, oh, we gotta go. And then you take your dog home, and you take that dog home, and then that's how they left. That's the interaction they left on. So when they come back, they're gonna start there. You get what I'm saying? Versus fight happens or scuffle happens. That wasn't even a scuffle. You correct both dogs if they need it, and then dogs go into avoidance, and you're like, and then you show him how to do it properly, and then you leave. Okay, so again, benefit of coming to ESD group class. I want to use him, but I feel like if he does something wrong and I correct him, he might bite me, so I want to build a relationship with him more, and then we'll go from there. But we'll see. You guys make sure that with him in that calm state, you're giving him love, calm love, and you're telling him free dog and letting him sniff around. So everybody, real quick, just say free dog and go let your dog sniff.
Free dog.
Yeah, he's like, why can't I be free? I want him to meet that bully over there. Boma.
But like I just would like to avoid any bad situation from happening. Do you know what I mean?
Yes, but and again, it's tough on the street with other dogs.
Yeah.
Because them dogs are at home getting rewarded for being pushy, and them owners, they're not gonna step in and correct when need be. And have.
Even with like Cooper sometimes. Like Cooper's over pretty often, and even then I'm like, if I'm by myself.
Like he's being too intense,
like
you're saying?
Like sometimes, like he'll listen to me, and like, and then but I just get nervous. And like when Cooper's with Katie, I feel better because Katie will step in more. Raymond's a little bit more lax than Katie is, but like with him, I don't want him to. I just like would like to prevent anything bad from happening. Do you know
Yeah.
what I mean? Like, I'd rather avoid anything bad
Mhm.
than like pushing the like limit.
I want you to, yes, I feel you.
Yeah.
But in your mind, I'm gonna take it spiritual. Law of attraction, which the thought becomes the action. So that's how the universe works. Yes. So even if you're like because what you're saying to me is I don't want this to happen.
Yeah.
But you're saying this to happen.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, like I'm expecting it to go bad before it
Yes.
even
In
gets
the
bad.
thought more than even in the physical.
Yeah.
You know,
Too, like, we don't want to manage him all the time. We want him to do this.
and be calm doing it. Yeah. That'll come from more like more reps, but like more of like him in a house chilling with the dog, not playing.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's why when Cooper comes over, sometimes I don't let him play.
Yeah, in my house, absolutely not. Yeah,
Or
like
even like in the yard, I'm like, Rash,
it's time to be chill. Good. Yeah, and doing stuff like that, you know, and because when I remember they were.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it's just teaching them, hey, it's about being calm.
Yeah.
But as you continue to like for my dogs, when they're playing and then they get too loud, because they'll like gnaw on each other's necks and all out a little bit. But when it starts getting too loud, I'm like, that's enough.
Yeah.
And then they start governing themselves. You know, so as long as you keep having those interactions, you step in where he needs it to be stepped in, then you are like building a conscience in him.
Okay.
You know, but you still like, you'll still be there with that e-collar to like, you know,
ready.
You know what I'm saying? But he'll turn into a dog that's like, if I do this, I might get punished for that. If I do that, I'll get rewarded for that. Let me do that. You know what I'm saying? But he is a pit.
Yeah, so he's got that.
So he's gonna have, it's gonna be that intensity. You know, but that's why we do the energy hours to take the cap off before we get in those interactions. All right, cool.
Another question.
Yes.
So,
Ash,
he
let's
was
go.
being pushy, she was being protective.
She wasn't being protected because protective is taught. She was guarding.
She was guarding.
Mm-hmm.
So in that moment, you told me to step back, but you were able to take her leash.
Mhm.
But if no one's there to take her leash, then what do I do? Step away, right?
Ash, leave it.
In that scenario, it gets tough because, like, the person with, may I have him, Chris? The person, like, whoever is holding Ash has to get their dog. Thank you, bro. Has to get their dog out the mix. You get what I'm saying? Now, if you feel like you want to, you can punish her snapping across you at Ash, you know. But again, Ash came at her and came into your space without even being released. You get what I'm saying? So it gets rocky because like she kind of was in the right to correct. You know, you got a baby and like that's what it is, you know, and just instinct. But it's on you. Like if I don't want my dog to do that, then I'm gonna punish my dog for doing that. You get what I'm saying? All right. Did that answer your question?
Yeah.
Cool. We'll do a couple more dogs. Let's let them meet real quick, bro. Go say hi. So you saw that? So that's in him, you know. He got so overstimulated that when Chitty started going away, he went to start hurting him. You get me? So that's in him, all right? But that, I'm not too worried about it. That could be punished out, but he also needs some energy outlet. Like this dog, this dog is like 2 years of energy in a dog body, you know? So even when he's at home being calm, that's him pinning up energy, you know? And when this dog right here, right? In the house, he's super chill. He just lays around, he's calm, right? But then when he comes outside, it's like you take a firework and you pop it, you know? So I wouldn't go on a walk with him first. Like he would be in the house, and then when I plan on walking him, I'd do something to drain his energy first. And then once his energy's drained, then I'd be like, all right, now I'm gonna show you how to walk. But every time that you continue to go on a walk with all that energy, it's gonna be a stressful ass walk because he's just gonna do what he did in the past over and over and over. So you need to take the cap off it a little bit and then take him for the walk. But the walk should not be, I'm gonna walk here. I wouldn't even, with this dog, walk to the United Center from here. Like we wouldn't get to the United Center for like a week. We would work right here. But that's the stressful ass walk because 80% of it, or 70% or 60%, he's gonna be a nurse, so it's easier. You get what I'm saying? So I wouldn't do a 4 mile walk. I would do It would be 4 houses, and I walked there for 20 minutes of showing him the drills that I'm about to show you, but just showing him, hey, look, this is what I expect. When I go on my 4-mile walk, this is what how I expect you to act, you know? Because when you jump into that 4-mile walk, distractions get higher, the duration of how long you want him to follow you gets longer, and the distance of how long you want him to follow you gets longer too. So first you got to teach him the baby steps and then take him for that 4-mile walk, okay? Wait.
He's an absolute mess with him.
Yeah, but what's your relationship with him in the house? Mm-hmm.
I need you to sink it again.
Okay, thank you.
So he's spoiled though.
So you guys in your home have to develop a policy list and be like, look, this is how we're gonna interact with this dog, because he like, if she's doing the work outside and then you come outside, you're not doing the work, then you're making it harder for her, you know. So it'd just be best for y'all to both be like, look, this is the plan, this is what we're gonna do for this certain amount of time, so we can get him to a point to where now I can interact with him how I want to interact with him, you know. But if in the house he's allowed to get your attention, get affection, get food, get water, get toys, get all these things for seamlessly no reason, or even sometimes for being pushy and getting it, then when he comes outside, he's gonna do the same thing. Look at that dog right there. You know, that dog's being pushy. He don't know nothing but to be pushy at whatever he wants, you know. But I'm gonna guess it, inside when he wants your attention, he'll follow you around, he'll bring you a toy, he'll put his paw on you, he'll lean on you, he might whine or bark at you sometimes.
He doesn't bark. The only thing he does put the paw, or he literally sits on me basically.
Yep. Yeah, and he probably does some of the same things, right? He nip at you, yeah. But that's, and that is like, it may be viewed as, oh, you miss me, or oh, you love me, or oh, you know. But what he's saying is, hey, asshole, put your hands on me, give me some attention, you know. So I want you to have that mindset. Like for me, when a dog, I like to wear nice shoes, I like to wear white shirts, I like, you know what I'm saying? I don't want your damn paws on me. Get your paws off me, you know. If I want your paws on me, I'll teach you a command to do that, you know. So I'll just set a line for the dog automatically to don't come over and push me for attention. And don't worry, I got you. I'll remember to come give you love for being calm. That's the other side, is remembering to reward the dog when they're calm. Because sometimes what happens is when the dog is calm, that's when we leave the dog alone. Because they're like, oh, great, you're finally chilling. You know what I'm saying? But no, you got to go reward the dog for that, because now you're punishing when the dog is being pushy. You doing that in the house will make your outside easier, okay? So that's why, like, for me, when I take him, that's why you don't see him doing any lunging or anything, because he doesn't have that relationship with me. He's like, this is a guy that made me be calm and rewarded me for being calm. You know, when he comes back in your hands, he's gonna have that feeling of something, and then when he comes in your hand, he's gonna have that association of something. So you just be mindful of that. That was at the puppy. Got it. So just be mindful of that, and same message for you. So what did you learn from what I just said?
I gotta make sure that I'm not just correcting her when she's being pushy, and make sure I'm giving her affection when she's calm, and not when she's asking for it, which she tends to do because she's like so sweet.
Mm-hmm.
But in my
She'll come
brain,
put her head on you.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. In my brain, I'm like, oh, she's being sweet. And
You know, so yep.
But she's actually being pushy.
And they're natural creatures. So when she does that, when a dog comes over and they're like, right, and then you're like, the dog's like, soft energy, got you. All right, they don't read it as like, yeah, they read it as like soft energy. Okay, cool. Like for my dog, all of my dogs, right? When they, like for Aquila, right? How does Aquila interact with you?
Calmly. I mean, I'm Uncle Will, so she sometimes gets her zoomies. But
When you tell her to do some stuff, does she listen?
nah, she loves me, so she don't respect me as much.
So that dog could go from my hands and do this, and she's like, okay, got it. And then go to Theo, and he like sit, and she like, man, stop playing, rub me. You get what I'm saying? So it's all based upon interaction, you know. But then that'll be how that'll look, right? Manifested into a real life experience is like Will can take her out on a walk off leash. She take off at something. Will say no. She like, stop playing, bro. You pet me. You get what I'm saying? Yeah. I say no. She's like, okay, that's tied to some stuff. You get what I'm saying? Yeah. So you just want to make sure that you're like proactively teaching your dog those boundaries, so that when the times get tough, they lean on them boundaries. Okay. Make sure that you're calling her in too and giving her love.
That's cool.
All right, let's do some leash walking stuff. Unless anyone feels like their dog. Oh, let me do Boma real quick. Pretty dog. May I have Shiloh?
She's very afraid of other dogs.
Really?
Not very afraid, but she's very timid around them.
Got it. Yeah,
So
she's
now
not.
she
She's
wants
not
to
approaching.
come to me.
Yeah.
She was like a free range dog for like 8 months.
Yeah.
Got it.
So she has like no training.
Why'd I correct him? Say it again.
He was just aggressive, I guess.
Yeah, he started to get too pushy. He's like, I'm gonna come meet this dog, you know. And again, like, man, that's not even necessarily have been in the wrong. Come on, dude, get up. Come on. Good job. Get up. Get up. Get up. Get up. Good job. But I want him to come in with a conscience. I don't want him to just come in and being pushy like that. I want him to come in and think, like, hey, should I meet like this or should I meet like that? You know? So I want to like be there to be the master of the law of cause and effect, to like put something in his head of like, maybe I should think about this interaction a little bit. You get what I'm saying? All right. Sadie, please. So I watched the last class back, Stacey, and you were like, yeah, I think that he would like roll in the grass, it was just straight, and forget all that. This dog does that because when he's stressed, he knows to do this, and then that'll make somebody go, oh, what's wrong, buddy? And because you see now it went away, he can walk.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So hey, look, she's doing the same thing. You get what I'm saying? It's the same. Look, now she can walk, right? So it's the same thing, but it's just because like, especially her and especially him. But if you're walking her, and you feel her start pulling and doing all that. Yeah, and then eventually you do what? You stop. Oh, what's wrong? You know, and then she's like, boom, got her. Okay, cool. That's what I do. You know, so it's just more exposure to learning how to do it properly. Say it again. We'll work on it. You got 2 dogs though, so we're gonna have to figure out what we're gonna do with you. I might hold one. Come on, free dog. These 2 dogs are kind of the same though. Go ahead and call her. Call him. All right, we're gonna do some leash walking now.
Which I'm gonna let you do.
Can I lean on you? Can I lean on you? Awesome. Show us the approach and retreat. You can use the sidewalk. You'll be next. Cool. You'll be next. Approach and retreat. Kemi, you'll be next. You guys will be next. Approach and retreat. Huh? I'll tell you when. So everybody pay attention to Jared. Leave him right there. Right there. Jared is gonna show you guys the approach and retreat drill. So when Maud starts leading him, Jared's not gonna fight Maud. Jared's gonna turn and pop the leash. There you go. Yep, and Maud is like, there are chicken bones here somewhere. Turn, yep. Jared's gonna walk with his arms relaxed, and he's not gonna move before he marks. He's gonna put that food in his tree pouch. There you go. Good, and then Jared's gonna start praising Maud when she's doing good. Yep, and then if Jared looks down and he sees Maud's beautiful eyes, then he'll say yes. And then he'll go in his tree pouch. Yep, but he's not gonna try to hurry up and get her food. He's gonna make her do it right. Exactly, and then pay her for doing it right. All right, now same thing, Jared, and show us an example of a free dog with that. All right, now, that was horrible. What did Maud get free dog for, Jared? Yeah, what was she doing right before you told her free dog? Yeah, you were fighting her back to slow her down, then you told her free dog. So for her, I would say, Maud, wait and have her commit and then release her. All right, go ahead, try that again. That was, ugh. Yep, now he's gonna turn. Yeah, don't fight her, yep, exactly, yep. Yep, and just relax your arm too, Jared. Turn right there. Don't rush it, praise her, take your time. She's an Australian Shepherd, so she's gonna be anticipating, and let me do something with her, because she look ugly right now. She just nose on the ground for some reason.
Because there's treats around.
Yeah, come on. Good girl. Yeah, she's like, no, put me back with him. Good, look. Good. Yeah, good girl. Now she's anticipating coming back to you. Good, wait. You see how now she's committed. Good girl. Good job. Free dog. Then I let her be free. Okay. I don't know what I'm doing differently. Maybe my tone, maybe my intensity of my correction, but something is making her want to pick her nose up off the ground for me.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna try it again. Let's go. Good. Yeah. Nope. Good. You see what she's doing? When I said good, what did she do? Start cheating around. Oh, that's when he puts his hand in his pouch. You get what I'm saying? So you got to make sure your timing is good. Good job. Good. See, she's cheating. She's used to you going like this, and then her coming across and then getting paid for that, which is why she's offering that. Okay, so you got to do more of acting like you don't have a tree pouch. Good. So it would be not when she's like making me, because she's kind of making me. When she's like, hey, give me the tree. I'm doing good. I'm just gonna take my time, and yes, right there, and then pay her. Okay, go ahead, try that. Do like 2 more reps. So what I just explained to him is she's cheating for food, you know. So if he didn't have a tree pouch, she probably wouldn't walk the same. How he gets her out of that habit is he doesn't do what he started doing. So in the beginning, when I first had him do it, he had food right in his hand. You know, he was ready to give her the food. And so she's like, you got food, I'm gonna follow. You know, he has to walk like how he's walking now more, where he has the food, but she's not doing it because of food. So like now, say yes, Jared. And then he says, yes, hey dog, you happen to be walking great? Yes, I'm paying you for that, okay? Now, when he says, let's go ahead, Jared. There you go, good job being proactive. Perfect, go out of the way. Poppy up, yep, praise. Good job not paying her there. Say yes there. So she gave you a moment where she was cheating, and then she gave you a moment where she was calmly walking next to you. That's where you say yes. So right there. Oh, too late. Find it. So that's cheating. Yep. Praise. Keep praising as you walk. Now stop praising. Right there. Mark it. Up to you. You show me. I like it. You missed it. That was a good one, though.
Yes.
And Jared does a lot of, correct me if I'm wrong, Jared does a lot of journey walking. He takes her places, right? He's showing me that. You know, not him, she's showing me that. You know, she's showing me, hey, we walk straight. We're going somewhere. You get what I'm saying? So Jared, what I want you to do is do more 4 building walks with her, so that she can remember. Okay, this is with her, I would do like 1 4 building walk a day with her.
Yeah.
You know, because how many walks do you do? So at least 1 or 2 of them will be, this is how you walk, and then we go do that. Okay. All right. Come on, Sarah. Thank you, Jared. Tell her free dog. Let her be free. Run around. Sarah's gonna show you approach and retreat. Yep. Sarah is doing horrible, and Frank is doing horrible. I'm just kidding. Good. They do this a lot. Sarah, you just gotta take a deep breath and relax. Did you take a deep breath? When you did, he shook out. Yep. And then Sarah's doing a great job of showing how to walk with a relaxed cadence. Does everybody see her arms? So her arms are swinging and they're walking, I think, how they would swing when you naturally walk. Once the dog learns how to be on leash, then you want to walk as if you don't have a dog and let the dog conform to how your body does it, okay? So when you walk by that bike, and once he learns how to walk on a leash, and you walk by that bike, right now what you do is you're walking and then you see the bike and then you start doing all this. I already know. I've only seen the end result, like driving by in a car, right? But I know for a fact, you see the bike first and then you're like, oh shit, here comes the bike. Yeah. And then you start bracing.
I prepare myself.
Yes. Yeah, and then he does it, right? So are you guys twins?
No.
You guys look really like each other. So now what you'll do is you'll have, once he learns it, You'll teach them what to do before you walk by bikes. And then when you walk by the bike, you want to leave your cadence the same. You might even make your cadence more exaggerated so that he has to react to your cadence versus react to the bike. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
All right, a little bit more, Sarah. Thank you. Awesome. So that is what the approaching retreat creates. You know, Frank doesn't care. He's like, in his mind. He doesn't care about anything else right now. Yep. And then tell him, wait, Sarah, and give him some freedom. So she told him, wait. He committed. She says, free dog. Free dog is reward. Free dog is time to pee, poop. Free dog is time to decompress. But that's free dog. His free dog means that right there. His freedom means pay attention to mom. All right, come on, Rendell. So again, this is the approach. This is like, if I meet a dog, this is the first thing I do with a dog to teach them how to be on a leash. The approach and retreat drill. Boom. Yep. Great job. Yeah. So just break it up with her, because you could tell she does a lot of forward movement, so she's cheating a lot.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
He also, Ash knows heel. So that's why he's working in heel, you know, so we can work on that with her too, like this position.
But check me on this. So like the first walk of the day, we'll do 4 houses for like 5 minutes, but then we go on the journey. You're saying just stay with the 4 houses.
Yeah, I would.
Okay.
Yeah, just so she's like, okay, shit, I'm walking on leash like this, you know. Exactly.
Okay.
Yep.
Or
It might be a
this time.
full day. It might be the full day.
Okay.
Yeah. Awesome. All right, now show us an example of. Rendell, you showing off really. Show us an example of you marking and paying him for doing it correctly, okay? Awesome. So you see how he marks and then he stops and gets it. Yep, and then he tells him, let's go, mark it again.
Yes.
Awesome. Now this time do it like in movement so that he gets paid for walking with you.
Okay. Yes.
Awesome. So he just told him, hey, I like how you're walking. I'm going to pay you for that. Okay? And Ashley stays engaged. Good job, Rendell. Good job, Rendell.
Yes.
Perfect. All right. Tell him free dog. Let him be free. Give him some freedom over there. Come on, Paige or Clay.
What you want?
Yes, sir.
If I'm saying yes, I use that as like break as well. It's like dual
It's like a terminal
purpose.
marker. Yeah.
So for me, I'm just saying good when I'm paying her on the walk.
I would stop doing that.
But I also don't forget retreats on the walk anymore.
Oh,
like
okay.
that.
Yeah, that's fine.
I'm just saying good if
That's
I
cool.
like what she's doing.
Yeah, but she, when I was saying good, she was acting like she was coming to get a treat. So but it could be Amber that does that too. You get what I'm saying?
Okay.
So just drill like, hey, good on the walk means no food, praise, and then when you're doing it right, yes means stopping. You get paid now.
Yes, correct.
Okay.
That's what we're doing. All right.
We're doing the approach and retreat drill. Okay. So just tell her let's go and take off. It may help you to slide that collar all the way up. That's what I would do. Put her in the sit first.
Sit.
Use your leash. Use your leash. Use your leash. There you go. Yep. Slide it all the way up. You might have to loosen it to do it. All the way up. Like in the front, there's a little bit of fat that's sitting up top. Yeah, slide all that in.
Because you're chunky. Because you got chunk.
There you go. Boom. All right, now tell her let's go. You can put that e-collar in your pocket. All right, so Clay is showing the same drill. I want you to give her a little bit more leash. Right there is perfect. Yep, and now turn. Now when Clay, give her a little bit more, Clay. Right there. Turn now. So now he's starting to get it, but turn again. Everybody watch what he does when he turns. You see how he turns and it stays stiff? So relax your arms, Clay. Turn now. If you feel her, then you pop. If you don't feel her, then don't pop. Because you did it right. So turn now. Relax your arms, Clay. All the way. Walk as if you're not walking with Athena. There you go. Now turn and come back this way. Excellent. Relax again. Turn right there. She's leading you. There you go. So every time the dog starts leading, that's where you turn and you pop, you go the opposite way. Sometimes when you're doing this, you could go into like a rushed mindset. Take your time. Like again, we're not going anywhere. I'm gonna come on this plot of land and we're gonna conquer this small, like with some dogs, like just like how we're doing right here, right? When your dogs come live with me, I'm not about to walk with them and they drag my ass around the city, you know? So they're gonna practice this on the side of my house for 5 days. Then they're gonna get it. Then I'm gonna go for a walk. Okay, so she's really a dog where I could drop the leash and tell her let's go and she's gonna walk with me easily, you know? But she knows that he don't know what he's doing yet. So she's like, all right, there's dogs around, I'm gonna get the feel for it. But then once his body communicates to her, I know how to lead you, then she's gonna walk like that. Why you correct her? Because you dropped the leash.
I did. She turned around and pulled out of my hand.
What'd you say?
How long do you do it for? The drill that you're doing?
Until I come outside and my walk's boring because my dog understands what to do. Does that make sense?
But like on a daily training, when you have just one dog, will you do this for 15 minutes?
Oh, thank you. That's your question. 25 tops, between 15 and 25. Yeah, just like the same length that I would go on for a regular walk.
Okay.
Yeah. So.
Do you also still do a regular walk?
Nope.
No. Oh, okay.
Because now, look, let's say in the morning I do this drill, and then midday I do a regular walk, and now my dog's pulling me around again. I just completely washed away this drill.
Okay.
You get what I'm saying? So I'm not going for a walk until the dog knows how to walk and how these dogs are walking. Okay. All right. Good job, Clay. Donovan, you want to show her off? Everybody's gonna take turns now. Peggy, you'll be next, so get your mind right. Good. What's her name, Donovan? Millie. Yep, so Millie, she's a little bit overwhelmed. It's a lot going on, new smells. But this is what it looks like when you go for a walk. You know, because she's like, whoa, we've never been to this park. We practice in my neighborhood, but we've never been to this park. So she's gonna be sniffing around a lot more. And Donovan now just has to do the same thing that he does in his neighborhood here in order for her to be like, oh, it's that again. You get what I'm saying? Does that make sense? Yeah. And that's the same for sit, down, recall, all of that. When you go to a new area, your dog's like, look, this place is new for me. I never practiced here. So you got to remind them until you've done it enough and your dog just adjusts and knows how to do it everywhere, okay? Boom. So you saw that, Jared? He said, wait. She said, I'm waiting. And then he released her. When you release Maud that one time, she's like, let me be released. And then you released her. So if that happens, then the next time she's going to try to do that again. Okay? All right, a little bit more, Donovan. Good boy, Bungie. Kimmy, I say put him in a down, and y'all stand over there. You go ahead over there too, Auntie. Perfect. Good job, Donovan. Good job with that dog. How did she start? Was she is that clear? Good. That's beautiful. All right, come on, Peggy. Sheila, for you and River. She's a puppy, so most of my walks with her will be on a harness, and I would just be letting her do puppy stuff. Honestly, too, I would take her out with no leash or dragging a long line and just letting her decide to follow. You know, we would not go into any environment like this because it's too distracting. So it'd just be like calm areas on a long line with me with a lot of food and just paying her for wanting to be with me. And then we built up. When I started putting a collar on her, I would teach her the collar means follow. So whenever you drag like you're doing there, it's not gonna feel comfortable at all, you know? Drag on that harness right there. Get all your dragging out on there, because when it comes to collar, just follow me, okay? So right now, again, like, she's just here for exposure, you know, and she's doing pretty good at it. Yeah, she ain't being too crazy. She's not barking. She's finding spaces to be calm. Awesome, good job, Peggy. And again, your leash is just horrible, so it doesn't give you the control that you need, you know? If you want another leash to just practice with that?
Yeah, I'm gonna bring one. I'm gonna come tomorrow, so
Okay, cool. Good job, Peggy. I would say you're popping a little prematurely. So let your right arm swing like how your left arm is swinging. Exactly. And just turn, and if you feel them, then you pop. Sarah, stop showing off. Good job, Akemi. Good job. Good. Now say yes.
Yes.
Now pay that dog. Excellent. And then, yep. Payment could be love, food, toys, freedom. Yeah, being released. Exactly. Do a little bit more. Do a little bit more, Peggy. Let's go. There could be a perfect setup too, Peggy, because he was gonna go over and try to meet River. You could have corrected him for doing it without you releasing him. Two, like another reason why I take my time with this is you saw he was doing perfect, and then she stopped to pay him, and now when she starts again, she has to get him to adjust back. You know, so I think I'm right, but let's see. Peggy, do you take him on journey walks? Like walking distance? Yeah. How often do you do staying? We're staying in this spot. How often?
Once every week.
So every single day, I want you to go, all right, this walk, instead of taking him to the park or taking him on this direction, we're going to stay on this plot of land, and I'm going to remind him how to do it. Okay? I promise you that once you commit to that, the leash to him will mean be calm and follow. I would, yeah. Yeah, just like how you walking now. Like, all right, I'm going to stay between this house and this house, and we're going to do the approach retreat drill, you know? When my dogs go on my leash, when in my house, right? When I go to get a leash and I put it on my dogs don't get all, when I put up a leash, they're not all excited and shit. Like they don't do that, you know? When I put the leash on, they get calm. They calm down. Excited, yeah, because he's like, journey walk, ooh, I get to drag, I get to pull, you know? So you have to teach your dog that the leash means be calm and follow you. If you don't, you're teaching the dog that this leash is something I use to keep you away from everything you want. You get me? You teach them that the leash means be calm and follow me, then now you can reward them with everything they want because they were calm and they followed you, okay? So that's what that leash means. So take the time to teach them that, okay? You could do it in the house as well. It'll be super easy to do it in the house.
How would I do it in the house?
You put the leash on and you find a long hallway and you do the approach retreat in the long hallway, okay? All right, tell them to go. Come on, Chris. It'll go Chris, and then remind me your name. Your name is, wait. Maria, Harley, Giovanni, Archie. Cool, yep. All right, so hold on, Chris. Let me take him. So I want you to hold the leash differently.
Oh.
So you can hold it. If you feel comfortable doing it like that, that's fine.
I'm cool with it the first time.
So wrap it real quick, and then just this part I want you to do different. Versus like wrapping it all around, pick a point, and then use this finger, and now you're here.
Hold it.
Because now if he pulls, you should feel how it's locked there.
Right.
Yep. And so now relax all the way, and then just say let's go and take off.
Come on.
Yep.
Let's go.
And then he's gonna go out ahead, turn and pop it now. There you go. You got it. Yep. And then good boy. Good boy. Yep. And exactly. Whenever you feel like he's leading, you'll turn and you pop it. But for him, he's sensitive, so be a little bit lighter. There you go. I'll go like one notch firmer than that. Turn now. Yep. And then let me see this real quick. So when you're walking, and then you're walking, and then you're just grabbing your hand for now. And he goes, okay, we're going forward. I'm gonna go forward.
Right.
There's that tension there. So in order to pop, you have to make the tension go away and then snap it.
Okay.
But you always want, when I say pop, you want it to feel like that to him.
Okay.
Okay? Yep, I turn, yep. And right now, you don't even care about what Shiloh wants to do at all. You just want him to follow you, and when he does, you're saying good boy, or you're saying free dog and let him get some sniff time. Awesome. He could just govern himself there. Yep. And then now, yep, just go walk. Stop looking at him. Yeah, you just do you. And just swing your arms. You want your right arm to swing exactly how your left arm is swinging. Yep, yep. Exactly. Good. Now tell him wait and stop him. There you go. And then free dog, and just let him sniff right here real quick. Say free dog. Yep. And then just walk right here. And then let him have his time. Good boy, buddy. Good job. And then when you're ready, you're going to say, let's go and do that again. Perfect. And you could have let him walk over there too. But this is how he's supposed to walk right here. This is every walk.
He's very much more controlled with me. With him, he's like you seen him doing body slams.
But he probably does that sometimes with you too, especially on your 4 mile walks. So every walk, for now I want every walk to be like this. Like I wouldn't go distance because he's gonna get it wrong at some point, and then now it's like, what do I do now? You know. So it would be like, we're just gonna set him up to get it right every time, reward him for getting it right, so that later on when you go 4 miles and then he gets it wrong, you can say no and correct him. He's like, my bad. I'll do what we've been practicing. You get what I'm saying? But you see now he's like, oh, okay, this is what I do. Yep, turn right there, Chris. Tell him wait right there. And then tell him free dog and let him sniff by that tree behind you. Awesome, good job, Chris. Ready? Tell her, let's go. Give her a little bit more leash. Hold on, stop. Go like this. You go like this. There you go. Then let's go. Yep, and you just pop it anytime you feel her. Yep. But yeah, she's super sensitive to that prong. Turn right there. Praise her. Good girl. There you go. Good. Yeah, you're going to have to praise her a lot. Turn right there. Yep, and walk. Make sure you're walking your pace. I don't know what your pace is, but don't speed up for her. All right. Perfect. Turn right there again. Awesome. Now tell her wait. And then you're going to tell her free dog, but bring her here over by me. Say free dog. And then just come in the grass, let her sniff. Good job. Yeah,
Good job, girl.
Good. Because she doesn't know what free dog means.
No.
So when you say free dog and then you show her, look, we're coming right here, you sniff, I'll praise you for that. Now she's like, okay, that's what that means.
Yeah.
I can decompress a little bit.
Yeah,
All right.
I don't have a word for that. I usually just, when they go potty, they can sniff. Other than that, I don't really.
Yeah, so now, so for everyone, so Maria says she doesn't normally have a word for releasing her and letting her know she can be free. She's confused because of that. Okay. So you want her to know when she's in command. So you want your dog to know when they're in command. When I say let's go, now you're in command. You're following me. And then when I say free dog, now you can make your own decisions. And it just helps her because now she's like, now when she does something wrong, you can say, no, that's wrong. You're supposed to be in command. And she's like, oh, my bad. I'm in command. Okay? All right, when you're ready, Turtle, let's go. Yep, give her a little bit more leash right there. Just pop it as you move, yeah. I want you to just feel for her. So you really don't even have to like look at her, just feel.
Like I always look at them.
You're looking at that beautiful bow on her. Good girl, dog. Excellent, then wait and then free dog. She's a very cool dog. And when she opens up, she's gonna be really cool. Ready? Same thing. So tell them, let's go. Yep, and then turn right there and pop it. There you go. He's gonna be easier than her. Turn right there. I think so.
He's way more motivated.
Yeah, he looks like he wants to please more than her.
Okay.
Turn right there. Good, and then just make sure you tell him good boy when he's doing good. Jared, where you at? So this dog is mixed with some Aussie, I think, right?
Aussie German Shepherd mix.
So you're gonna see him anticipate way more than that dog. So that's just the dog you have, and she's full Aussie, so she's always anticipating, you know. But you're gonna see him, and he's not doing it because he's trying to be pushy or anything. He wants to be right so much that he's gonna get it wrong. You know, he's like, okay, we're walking this way. Okay, let me speed it up. You know what I'm saying? And that's what she's doing. You know, so it's just like slowing them down and having them do it your way, but then being specific on, okay, I'm gonna pay you for that rep right there. All right. Thank you for coming. I'll see you tomorrow.
See you tomorrow.
Okay.
But like he's doing the, not as much with her, but I saw her like stick his head around.
Marking. Yeah, looking for the food. So you guys walk with food a lot with him probably.
I don't. That's the interesting part.
Got it.
Yeah, we do journey walks with both of them. So they both go on 2 miles every day. We do 45 minutes with them.
Good job.
So
He's fulfilling it.
body like that, I'm not.
Yeah, he's just trying to look. Turn right there. Pop it. Now I want you to praise him more and give us some freedom. Say wait, and then free dog and find a patch of grass, let him sniff. There you go. He likes sniffing. Oh yeah, he loves freedom.
Yeah, when you first told us to sniff, his whole body was like,
Yep, and now you say let's go. It's your walk now. I don't care about what you want to do, Archie. Follow me. Good job. Shorten his leash a little bit and stop looking at him. There you go. Just feel. There you go. And if you feel like he's not following, then that's where you turn. All right. Yep, exactly. Now, because that's how intelligent they are. Now, if you turn and you don't feel him, he did great. If you turn and you do feel him, that's where you add a little snap. Okay.
it's okay. His body's like going like almost in front, kind of.
That's fine. Right now, we're just teaching him to stay within the length of the leash.
Okay.
Yeah, it'll adjust. You an overachiever, huh?
Sorry.
Trying to do it all in one day. Turn right there, and then tell him wait right there, and then free dog again. No, he that's exactly where I would expect the dog to be on the first day doing it. Yeah. Awesome, good job. What did I do to go? I know they ain't leave.
Go like this. You got like a string or something. Other side.
Got it. Thank you. Did they leave? Did you see them leave? The white doodle, and they left. Got it. Okay. Come on, Destiny. Let me hold one. I say start off with her, get your foundation with her, and then we'll go to Sophie.
Come on, Sadie, let's go.
So when you say let's go, just go.
Oh, okay, let's go.
There you go. Now that's where you turn right there. Yep. Don't fight her to slow her down. Just turn and let her walk to a pop and see you walking the opposite way. Yep. Now turn right there. Yep. Walk. There you go. Good girl. Remember, she wants to be with you. But if you let her think that she's gonna try to drag to be with Sophie, then she will do that. You know? There you go. Relax, doodle. Turn right there. Yep. Good job, Destiny. Good job. And I would just say more praise. Good girl. Turn again. Praise on that way back. Pop, pop, pop. Praise. Now wait. And then free dog. You walk them together a lot? Got it. She really likes this pup. She wants to be right by this pup again.
Crazy because
She don't want to be over here, want to be near her. It's her comfort
and it's
zone.
really hard for her to, that's why I wanted to bring them both because I'm like, maybe if you can give me a tip or...
To walk both of them? I wouldn't right now. Yeah. I would first.
I tried to even like take up to the car because I bought the leash with the 2. It was a mess.
Yeah, because then they're just going to be vibing off each other.
Yeah.
So right now it would be one-on-one. And just teaching them how to do it one-on-one and master that. And then I bring it together and do the same drills together.
Because Sadie, if I take her off, like, can I take her off the leash?
Yeah, go ahead.
If I take her off the leash, she listens to me. I don't know what it is.
Okay, so just do that. And now just focus on doing it with Sophie. Or you could just let her drag the leash too.
Oh, yeah.
You know? Yep, and now just do it. Now do approach retreat with her. What you doing?
I thought you said approach retreat.
Yeah, now say let's go.
Oh.
Yep. Now turn right there. Just focus on the puppy.
Let's go.
Yeah, just focus on the puppy. Say's gonna follow you. Yep, turn right there. Light it. Give her a little right there. And relax your arm and take off. Don't fight it though. Let her turn right there. Pop. Yep. Now walk. Now turn. Now walk. Yep. So I mean that could help, but she needs to be sharper. Because if she starts doing what she wants, she's gonna start doing what she wants.
But it's a lot for me with both of them bigger. It's cold and
So here, do this. Put this back on her, and then practice with Sophie. But I get what you're saying. She's definitely on point. Yeah.
better without the leash, or I don't know. It's honestly, she has potential.
Yeah, exactly. Oh shit. There you go. And now just pick it back and forth. And then when you pay her is when you feel like it's perfect. So you say yes, and then you pay her. All right. Yeah. Yep. Right there. So, yep. Now stop and pay her. Yep. Yep. Great job. What'd you say yes for there?
Oh, because she came originally, but then she didn't.
So be careful. Be careful. Yeah, when it's perfect. Good until it's perfect. Because what you pay is what the dog does more of. Paige, if you're gonna talk, right, train your dog at the same time. Does that make sense? Look at Bungie. So she's having the same conversation and your dog is not doing any training. Do some training with her. What'd you say yes for there? Relax with your yes, yeah. I would be heavy on good. So I'm walking, I look down, my dog turn with me, good job. Turn with me, right? When I say good, dog's gonna be like, then I'd say yes.
Oh, so eye contact give yes?
Yeah, but perfect. Like it don't gotta be it could be just walking next to me, you know, it don't gotta be eye contact. But it shouldn't be just because you turn with me. Unless you want to mark and pay for that. But if you say yes, then that means you stop and you're giving her food now. Because I twice saw you say yes and then you're popping. And so she's like, what does yes really mean? You get me? So right now, just till you get it, just use good. Yeah. Now good. Now good. Now turn. Yep. Now good. There you go. There you go. Now turn. Now yes. Now pay her. Yep. And she's also showing you that she doesn't really know what yes means all the way yet. Okay. So it's more market charging drill. Yep. And then one more round. Let's go. I'm watching. That's my dog over there. I'm making sure she's cared for. Awesome. Good job. Yep. And then wait right now. Say wait. Wait. And then free dog over there. Free dog. Yeah. So I think that we'll do like a one-on-one session.
Can
so
we? I was gonna say, because I saw that we're gonna start charging, and I wanted to see the prices for both of the dogs, and then I think I need one-on-one sessions because I think she's more valuable. Like she's gonna be.
Oh yeah. You're gonna pick up on everything quick. Yeah.
Sadie, I feel we have to unlearn things.
Yes. Unlearn things, and then like more in the house.
So can you text me prices?
Yes. Yep. And for class, it'll be 25 for both. Like, you, for you. Yeah. No, not each.
Oh, so it's $25
for you. Yep.
Oh, perfect.
Yep.
He's kind of stubborn. So the free is hard for him to do.
Oh, got it. Pick a different word then. Yeah, I get it. What word is easier? It could be any sound.
He tried so hard.
Yeah. Got it. Got it. So it could be a sound. It could be like a.
Go? I don't know.
Yeah, it could be go. It could be.
go. Go? Okay.
Yeah. All right.
You want to tell him what you just asked?
How much is too much pull? Because like earlier when the new dog came and he likes to jump, sometimes when I be pulling him, he's already up in the air, so he be doing
flips and stuff.
Right, but I don't want to seem like to others like I'm fucking up.
Miss your dog, yeah.
You know what I mean?
So.
Like how much?
Here, come on, ask him. Yeah, come on. So Chris's question with Shiloh was how much pull is too much pull, in the sense of, look, he's like, okay, I don't want to walk with this guy anymore. In the sense of like, let's say a dog comes up, Shiloh starts acting like a nut. Where's too much as far as punishment? I'm assuming that's what pull means. So punishment decreases the likeness of behavior. So what you punish, the dog will do less of, right? it just has to be meaningful, you know. So come here real quick, Chris. So let's say you are Shiloh, right? And just hold that firm in your hand. And I'm gonna pop it, so be ready. And I'm standing, let's say I'm standing with Shiloh, right? And then Shiloh sees a dog or something. And so he starts pulling me to get to that, right? I'm gonna meet him with the intensity of what he met me with, right? Okay. So let's say there was a dog and he started pulling me real quick, then I'm gonna go, nope. Okay. You get what I'm saying? Yeah. But it's not gonna be like a reactive, I'm trying to get you to stop. Yeah. It's like, nope, you messed up, here goes some punishment for that ass. Okay. You get what I'm saying? Right. And then the dog's like, oh, that decision got me punished. You get what I'm saying? Right. So yes, I'm trying to get the dog to stop, but I'm also trying to teach that lesson in it too. Like, no, that was wrong. So when he starts doing wrong, I'm gonna say firm no, and then after that, he's gonna feel that, right? Now, if he's eating it, then it make it more intense, okay. You know? Right. But if he's eating it, then it probably just means he needs a different collar. Okay. Okay? Yeah. I wouldn't go prong or prong. I would go martingale. So like that dog, see that black one? They has, which I'll get you one. Does that answer your question? Yeah. Yeah. And as long as you're like specific and it's strategic, then even if somebody's like, huh, you know you're doing it right. You're doing fundamental dog training. You get what I'm saying? And being to the point is much better than trying to like please others and just try to like keep him. I'm just trying to calm him down, because then your dog's not learning anything. You get what I'm saying? Because now it's like, all right, while I'm trying to please others and get my dog to be calm so that they don't get upset with how I'm handling my dog, he's messing up down here, so that next time he messes up again, when I really could just be firm and stern in this situation right here, and then he learns not to do that again. And these people might judge me, but whatever, who cares about their opinions? The next people are gonna be like, that dog's trained. You get what I'm saying? Make sense? All right. All right, Paige and Clay, tell her down and leave her. Ready, Peggy? Now we're gonna do a behind the back switch. Thank you. Thank you. Ready? You talking different. You weren't talking like that a few weeks ago. I love to hear that come from you. So start off with approach and retreat first. Turn right there, don't fight him. Turn, pop, pop, pop. Turn, pop, pop, pop. Turn, pop, turn, pop, turn. There you go. Turn again. You dragging, you're not doing any correcting at all. Turn. Your pop can get better, much better. You gotta mean it when you go to correct him. And you gotta mean, I want you to stop dragging me. Turn right there. Good boy. All right, yep, now turn one more time, then you can start the behind the back switch. All right, go ahead, switch him. Boom, pull, 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 pull. Good job, turn right there. Switch him now. Pull, good boy. Good boy. Switch him. You can go straighter now. So now he's following her. Now instead of 4 houses, she can go 6 houses. Does that make sense? Yeah. All right, now you're following me. Okay, cool. We can go a little bit further on the walk. All right. Switch right there. You've earned it though. I made you responsible for that much freedom. You know, most people that try to get a dog too much freedom and he's just messing up with it, and tomorrow they still try to get a dog all that freedom, you know? And I get it, like we want our dogs to be free, but like a dog that has earned freedom is a dog that could do that and that and that. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah. What about biking? I like to bike.
You let me forget about you. You'll be next. What'd you say?
I like to bike them. Is that the same type of freedom?
Yes, but that can get dangerous if they don't know how to walk on the leash properly to start.
For sure.
Yeah, so I like to bike a lot too. But I'm not biking with a dog that don't know how to walk first. Okay. Yeah. For sure, yeah. I love to bike with dogs.
I love it.
Yeah. You bike with both of them at the same time?
I used to, but
you a beast.
I used to do with all
You had 3, yeah.
You're a beast. I'm like, I lost my old one, lost my confidence just a little bit.
Yeah.
So I think they could tell. So.
Got it, yeah. You just make sure that
They're taking advantage of it.
But when you feel those feelings, find a way to take that deep breath and feel those feelings, and then get better from those feelings. Got it?
She's taking the most advantage of it first.
She knows it, yeah.
She's
Good.
like, I'm just sweet, I'm not pushy. I'm like, oh.
And she's like, gotcha.
Yep.
Yeah. Good job, Peggy. Good job, Paige. Awesome. Tell them free dog. Good job, Clay. Come on, Jasmine. Just start off with approach and retreat with her. I feel like she's more on you now that you have a baby. Is that true? Okay, I don't remember her being like this hinged to you. Come back this way. Perfect. Turn again. Good girl. Turn again. Awesome. Perfect, yeah. So yeah, now, so I start off with approach retreat. You can keep going, Jasmine. I start off with approach retreat. Once my dog proves that they can do that, then I move to behind the back switch. Okay? Monique, you ready? Yeah. I'm gonna just have you do some dog passes with Jasmine. So you'll do the same thing, but now Monique will be doing it next to you. Okay? The behind the back switch I use for this scenario right here. So whenever I'm gonna walk by any distraction, my dog will be on the opposite side of distraction, okay? Distraction could be dog, it could be squirrel, it could be child, whatever. Monique, do me a favor. Walk with him like somebody who doesn't know how to do these drills. So walk and then leave him on the same side, yeah, so that you can let her practice, yep. Awesome, now turn and go back, Monique. Yep, whatever.
Teach the reaction too, like when he, like if I don't see the rabbit or the bird,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm walking him just like this, and all of a sudden, boom, he's got it. He already got it. That's just one little boom, he got it.
Yeah, yeah.
Will this eliminate that?
Your dog's a winner, and he's won at doing it, you know, so he's still gonna try to do it. But once you do the drills, then yes, he's gonna be more mindful because he's gonna go, I don't get rewarded for pulling out. You get what I'm saying? You release me and then I pull out. My dog used, like one time I pulled up in the car and I had my back window open and she's in the back and she jumped out the car to go chase a squirrel. You know, and so obviously that can happen. So I started having more policies in my home with her, and it started making her be more mindful of me outside. So now when she sees a squirrel, she looks at me and I can say chase, and she can chase it. Or I can say leave it and she leaves it alone. You get what I'm saying? So mostly everything from him will be structure in the house, and then we build up from there. Okay, excellent. Cool. Keep going, guys. Come on, Donovan, hop in with her. So if you need to, just use that side to approach a retreater to get her to calm, and then behind the back switch as you walk by dogs. You want to use one and do it? I'm gonna get Archie so we can just get past this biting stuff. Cool.
He's usually fine if you don't pet him. He's
Yeah.
one of those dogs who's like, my space is very like, yeah,
Yeah.
exactly like that. That's his problem too, 'cause he just started getting more affectionate too at the other one has, so I allow a little bit more of this and stuff, and he does that. Just takes advantage.
Yeah, and that's what I was gonna say. So he's meeting me, but he's like, "Oh shit, that dog they gotta let me do that. All right, bet. We'll see what else, you know." But I'm not gonna correct him or anything right now. I'm gonna let him build a relationship. Yeah, and then I'll tone it down. Awesome. All right, so tell her let's go. Yeah, start going that way. Peggy, you'll be next. I'm gonna have you hop in this circle. He will most likely. Good job, Maria. He'll most likely need some practice by himself for the approach and retreat, and then build up from that. Yep. So keep her right there and just go straight. No, switch her back this way, and just go straight. Yep, exactly. Did it make you guys feel way more comfortable with the dog walking on this side than on that side? There you go. Yep, because that dog's on the left, and they gotta walk by. They might be like, and that might make the dog come at them, you know. So just by putting the dog on the opposite side makes everybody more comfortable. Good job, Jasmine. Good job, Maria. Ready, Peggy? Clay, get your girl. Bring her over here. Clay, I called you for a reason. And then Chris, when you're ready, I'm gonna have him hop in, but I might come get him to start. Yeah. Excellent. And don't forget the free dogs. Yeah, he don't get a free dog for that, Peggy. Turn right there, Peggy. Yeah. Yeah. Go ahead, switch them behind you, and then find a spot in there. Again, like it may be easier, Peggy, if yeah, control that dog, man. If Peggy, it may be easier if you like take that route and get him to follow you first, and then come back in here. You know. Same for you, Clay. I'm gonna have you. Essentially, all we're doing is approach, retreat, and behind the back switch at the same time. And look, everybody clears the road for you to set the tone. Good job, Peggy. And Peggy, I want you to don't look for him so much. Just adjust your leash so you can feel for him. Say it again.
Said somebody wants mom to be the one right now.
That's called anthropomorphizing.
Yep.
All right, when you're ready, say let's go and go that way, Clay. Thank you. Turn right there, Clay. Say good girl when she's with you. Turn right there, Clay. Yeah, stay relaxed, Clay. Good job, Maria. She don't even look reactive. Good job, Peggy. Good job, Clay. Yep, switch right there. Yep, relaxed arm, Clay. There you go. Destiny, you want to hop in? Yeah, do one. Okay, you say you're gonna tether her? Okay. You got it? Where'd Giovanni go, Maria? Got it, okay. Do you feel, or let's do this real quick. Switch, let me take her, you do it with him.
If you need to, I can do both.
No, you chill, I got you.
Okay. No.
Yes, yeah. Good job, Monique. Yep, give him some free time when you're ready, Peggy. Wait and then free dog. Nope, pop, 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 pop. I'll lit him up for that. Thank you. Yep. Chris, you ready? Yeah, say let's go when you find a hole. And start off by just going that way. Remind him how to follow you, and then you come in. Kemi, come on.
Leave it.
Whatever you feel comfortable doing. But I actually do with the leash so that you can work on the switches, but use your e-collar with the switch. Good idea. Yep, when you feel them crisp at that pop. There you go. Thank you, Sarah. I appreciate you so much. We'll see.
Is he allowed to look at the dogs that are laying down?
That's fine, but he shouldn't pull you towards them. Okay. So what I want you to do is swing your arm more so that he can feel your cadence. And really on that end, just do some approach and retreat with him a little bit more so he can get that down. He follows you better than he follows Giovanni. Why do you think that is?
I don't know, to be honest.
Okay.
I think, so when I got him from the CACC, I walked from the CACC to like Brand and Harlem.
Got
and I think it kind of like set the tone, you know?
That's
what I think, because I'm like,
yeah.
I was like, I'm taking you from one place to another.
Yeah.
It's a long ass walk.
Good.
That kind of just.
Good. Switch him now, Chris. Switch him now. Good job, Chris. Now tell him wait and stop him, and then go. There you go. Good boy, Ashy. That is beautiful. Beautiful. The only thing I would tweak is make sure that you switch her behind you when you walk by dogs to the opposite side.
Okay.
Even though she's doing so great.
Okay.
All right. Here. Do it with two. Do this real quick. Here, I'm gonna help you. Yeah, find the same length. Yep, and then right there, and now just go that way. Yep, give them a little bit more. Now turn and pop both leashes at the same time. There you go. Now again, turn and pop both leashes at the same time. There you go. And just teach them how to do that. Turn. There you go. Good job. Good job. That was great. But remember, she should be on this side because the distraction's over there right now. Don't worry about it. Yeah. Sure. He's calling on you. All right, Destiny, I say you switch too real quick and then we'll wrap it up. Jasmine, you can take a break. Good job. You tell her free dog, let her chill. You chill too. I know you be lifting 2,000 pounds and stuff, but over here you're gonna rest a little bit. All right, you want to switch or you want to do both? All right, I say switch, yeah. No, I'm not gonna let her come at you for jumping on you. We're not gonna allow her to do that anymore. There you go, pet her. And then when you stop, she might jump again.
Yeah, you
Pet her.
got that so good.
Pet her. Yeah, and then when you stop, she can decide. Deciding not to. Pet her. There you go. So that's what I would start doing with people, and then with you, same thing. Okay. All right. When you're ready, say let's go. This group may be a little too much for her, but we'll see. Good girl. Good job, Akemi. Sarah. Rendell, can you work my camera for me? Yeah. And then Sarah, do something with Frank. Do it with the e-collars. Good job, Akemi. Good job, Akemi. So now we got a group of people walking past. All of you have to be very clear, very calm, very assertive with your dogs to give them direction for not only your dogs, but for the group of people as well. So that the people can feel comfortable walking by this group of dogs. So the decision might be free dog and let your dog be free while people pass. Decision may be keep walking, but my dog on the opposite side. But you got to make that decision and be clear with that decision. Dang, Rendell, you almost let the baby roll out. It's perfect. Yeah, she's just young and it's a lot, and she's doing really great for how young she is and how inexperienced she is being in this group. But no, I say you're doing it great. I would just praise more, give her more freedom as well. Yep. Tell her wait right there and then give her freedom right there. And then freedom to your left. Free dog. Yeah, but you can say whatever you want to say. Good job, sir. You're tapping it as you turn. Yes, because right now we're just conditioning the e-collar, so we're not really like teaching him to do it. He already knows how to do it, but we want him to feel that e-collar and do it right. Oh, with the stroller, okay. Awesome. Does everybody got that? You got that? You got that, Giovanni? You got that, Maria? You got that? Destiny?
No.
Cool. All right, everybody say free dogs, and we'll meet over here. Come on. Free dogs. Cool. I don't care what the women say. You're doing a good job.
Thanks. We gotta head out though.
Okay.
Hey, we gotta go.
Oh yeah, her bag in her bed.
Oh.
Yeah, let me just wrap this and then I'll wrap back. For her, right? What I'm doing is called the hopping on objects drill. Right. This is a drill that I use. You see, she doesn't want to do it.
No,
Right.
I saw that she even wanted.
Yep. So it like I said, she came to stay with me. This would be how we became friends. So break, and then I would have her hop up. Tension would go away. I'd pet her up here. She'd get food up here. Nope. I correct her when she hopped down on her own. Put her back up there. Good. And she just learned like, okay, this guy, you know what I'm saying? So I built that quick. Like she was like, oh, you're gonna hold me accountable. She's like, okay, I'll be your friend a little bit. You know. So just like sometimes, even though she doesn't want to do something, you gotta power past that and have her do it because she doesn't know what's good for her or not. You know. Good job, Jasmine. Why'd you correct her there? Yes. Good job. Nope. So she said, you ain't gonna pet me. Okay. All right. Good job. No, you did right. Great job today, everyone. This was a big group with a bunch of different dogs with a bunch of different personalities. Shiloh, wonderful. You guys are coming tomorrow too. The more you come, the more he's gonna start starting like this, you know. But good job. Keep it up. In your family, little son included, I want you guys to sit down as a unit and create a list of policies. My policies for my dog in my house, all dogs when they come over are no couch, no upstairs because upstairs is carpeted, no soliciting affection or attention, no going through doorways without me releasing them. They're not allowed to play with each other in the house. If I'm petting one dog, the other dog is not allowed to come over and try to steal that attention. And no kitchen. My rules don't have to be the exact rules that you have in your house. The ones that I definitely would suggest is no soliciting, for her especially. Soliciting is what she does when she comes to jump on you when she greets. Hey, put your hand on me. You know, I was gonna put my hand on you, but now I'm not because you're being pushy. In fact, I'll correct you for that too. You know. So yeah, no soliciting, and then the two definites that I would say everyone add: no soliciting and no doorways. No going out of doorways first. Going out of doorways and entering the door too. It's how you set the tone. Nope. It's how you set the tone to these are my house rules. Come on. And it's how you set the tone to this is what I'm gonna expect on this walk. Okay. The reason I do no couch, no carpet, no upstairs, I just don't want dog hair on all my stuff, you know? So yours may be different, but I want you to also keep in mind that if your dog is always allowed to get on the couch whenever they want, where are your visitors supposed to sit when they come over? You get what I'm saying? So just be mindful of that. It's a proactive rule to have. Like my dog, like rarely I'll let them up but when I invite them, they don't get on until I invite them. When I invite them, they get up fast. They're like, oh yeah, I can be up here. But they're not, like if you come over my house and sit on the couch, they're not gonna bombard you and try to make you give them love right when you sit down, and they're damn for sure not gonna hop up there, okay? So that's one thing she does. When you sit, she flies over to you because she's like, this is where I get love. So gotta start being mindful of that. And when you don't, because I feel you, in the beginning Paige said, when she gets off work, she's not trying to be a dog trainer at home. I completely understand that, you know what I'm saying? Like, I've signed up to be a dog trainer, so it's an every single day lifestyle, you know? However, if you don't feel like doing that, just tether her ass. Tether is where you take her leash and then you lock it or you lodge it on something.
Oh, we have a second leash that's quite literally, we have this steel coffee table, and it just stays on the leg of that table. So like it's there and it is used, but it's not used as frequently as it should.
Yeah, so just use it.
Yeah.
Use it. Make sure that before you tether your dog though, to set him up, I will be tethering him. If you even. Good, yeah, tether him a lot. And then he decides to be calm over there, what do you do? So when he decides to be calm, what do you do? Go love bomb that dog. Like this is when you're calm, that's like if you come outside, he's calm outside, I'd be on the ground laying with him, petting him as I listen, you know? So yeah, you drain energy first and then tether. It makes it much easier, okay? Does anyone have any questions? I know we went over a lot today. Does anyone have any questions? All good? Nobody has any questions? No, it's your first class. Go ahead.
Okay, so if I usually take them for, well, we both usually take them for either a 2-mile walk every day or we do like bike. And you're saying to do I forget what you call it, I'm sorry.
Approach and retreat.
The approach and retreat with
And
them
behind the back switch.
instead of doing the walk for a little bit until they can kind of understand the way they're supposed to walk.
Yes, that's what I would do. Yeah, I would, but then because like I said, I like riding bikes, so I'm just gonna do that as much as I can so I can get back to my routine. But it's gonna be 3 walks a day where I'm like, look, this is how you do it on leash, just so I can now get back to my 2-mile or my bike ride. Okay.
And then what about like playing with toys and stuff? I usually just let them chew like the nylon chew toys for like 20 minutes a day, and then I take them and then I put them away, and then that's pretty much it.
Great question. I'm gonna let the people answer for you. You ready? How do you use toys with her? Yep. So Donovan says his toys are interactive. When he brings his toy out, he says, "Millie, are you ready to work or play?" And then she turns on and they play. And then when playtime's over, he says, "All done," and he keeps his toy. Does she get toys to chew on and stuff though?
She may get like a phone, but I don't interact with the phone with her. Only the interactive toys, that's what
Yep. So in your case, instead of a Kong, it's a Nylabone. But he says she still gets like to chew and decompress, So a Nylabone, you can leave that with her. But you want to have those toys where it's like a Flurpo that you bring out. It's time to play, or a tug toy or a ball, But also, if your dog has like stuffies around, I do not allow my dog to get a stuffy and bring it to me and try to make me play with them.
No, yeah, they're all usually put up.
Cool.
And then I'll give it to them after that.
Yeah.
But like interactive playtime every day with them?
Every single day.
Okay.
Yep. Yeah. And it don't gotta be super long, but yeah, like a quick 15-minute play session that's gonna put your dog right where you need it, for sure. Yeah.
And then the trainer, you think we'll do like a play session?
It'll help. Yeah. I would do play first and then do the walk practice. Yeah. What that'll do too is when you say, "Are you ready to play?" Your dog's mind, like for Mishka, when I say, "Mishka, you ready to play?" Mishka's he's like Sheila's dog. He's a little doodle, right? Mishka, you ready to play? And then we play, and then I go, "All done," and he turns it off. He shakes off, sniffs around. And so it just teaches him how to govern his nervous system, because when we're playing, he's on level 10. And then when I out him, he has to go to level 0. If I tell him down and move it around, he has to be at level 0. But when I say all done, now he has to learn how to cut it off and be like, okay, I'm not using my mouth on anything anymore. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it helps with that a lot. Any other questions? Stacy, Chris? I'm coming back, so find one. Go ahead.
So in regards of toys, I actually have a bin of toys for them. So even I want to rely.
Are you a BarkBox subscriber?
No, I'm not, but I do have like 2 bins of toys. So if I'm like relaxing.
So you went from 1 bin to 2 bins.
Yeah, I do have 2 bins. Yeah.
3 bins?
No, 2 bins.
Okay.
I like 2. So 2 bins. And it's like when I'm relaxing, I'll have a bunch of balls, toys, and everything. And then if they want to, they'll home. So do you recommend me just picking it off the ground? Because I'll leave it on the ground for them. So if they feel like playing, because I know she's playful right now, but.
Yeah. I would say do number 1 what's comfortable for you, but be mindful of what you're doing. So if my dog can always go get a toy whenever it wants, then when I say, "Hey, are you ready to play?" it might decide that it doesn't want to play right now. Or if I leave toys, then it may make it so my dog gets a toy and brings it to me and solicits.
Well, that's what Sadie does. She'll grab balls.
Yeah, and shove it in you.
She'll always come and then she'll just like grab your arm and tell you, "All right, let's play ball."
So the balls I would pick up.
Okay.
And when the ball comes out, Sadie, are you ready to play?
She has like a super low reward if she's on her bed and she's tethered or like whatever it may be. Like we have like one, it's like a rubber chew toy.
Mm-hmm.
And it's kind of the one where
Like her interactive toy.
Yeah, it's like it's interactive and sometimes she'll have it and she won't even look at it.
Mm-hmm.
But the second I go outside and she has 2 balls that she loves.
Yeah.
But that it's like, yes, I want that.
Mm-hmm.
So like the high reward stuff outside, because it'll be ribbon,
Oh yeah, yeah. Tennis balls, toy toys.
She's crazy.
Oh yeah.
She's not so much only like.
She's not so much because she has 2 bins of toys at home that she can pick from. Yeah. So once you cut that and you say, look, this is the toy we're gonna interact with, she's gonna channel all the energy to that toy. By the way, give her love, love, love. Yeah, it's tough for a puppy to come and chill like that. You see, your older dog is not chilling like that, you know. And you see, she was very willing to solicit when you went to go pet her, so that's something to work on.
And then she'll do the same thing.
Exactly. Yeah, she probably learned it from her.
Yeah, cause she'll bite her poop, her hair poop, and then bite her legs and everything.
Yep. So like for her in my home, right? When I would go to pet my dog or another dog, come on. She would be on a bed or something, and then she'd see me go pet, and she'd fly over, like that's mine, you know. And she'd have a leash on, and then I'd say no, and I'd let her come all the way over and think she's gonna get pet, and I'd say no and correct her, and send her away, and then she'd be like, and then she'd have to figure out how to be calm over there to get me to come over to her and pet her, so that she can see me make all the other dogs respect her space as well. You know? Yes, until they communicate clearly. Sarah, how often is Frank on leash at home? How long is Kemi? How long is Bungie on leash at home? I was hoping y'all were gonna prove me right.
Not as much as they should.
So my point is, how about him? How often is he on leash at home? Awesome. So they have done the work. That's why I called on them. They've done the work to where if they go, I'm not tripping too much because they've done the work. They've done the leash work. You know, nope. What'd you say? Because he still will make decisions sometimes and blow you off. So leashes will be on my dog until I see my dog is honoring what I'm telling them to do and they understand. Okay. Yeah, like there will be times where she doesn't need to be on a leash, but when she gets too pushy, I'm like, let me go get a leash for her.
Yeah,
you know.
That's kind of why I leave the one like on that coffee table, like I was saying.
Yeah.
Like
She's thinking hard. Yeah, I would start it like if she were to come and stay with me, she would be on a leash all the time. And then when I'm like leaving, and she respecting that, when she understands my house rules, when she's not soliciting too much with dogs, then she starts to leave the leash.
When I'm in the kitchen, she knows not to come by me.
You stern about your kitchen. I can tell in your face. She was like.
Not the kitchen, but when I'm cleaning, they know to go to their beds and they're not to like step on the floor as I mop rice.
Amazing.
But
That means you don't play.
I don't when it comes to cleaning.
So you have to have that same mentality for other things. Because I can tell by your energy when you mention them 2 things. Those are 2 things you don't play about.
Because I do feel like I'm relaxed on the other areas.
Yeah, so you gotta have that and it's not even an action. It was an energy that you carry when you mention them 2 things. You have to have that energy when she tries to bolt over and get pet when you pet her, you know. And then once you do it, they're like, oh, she don't play about her space. Okay, cool.
I think I feel like guilt, like, oh, does she not feel love because she was a play dog for a while? And then I feel, oh, pitiful, very pitiful. I know it's so sad, but I'm like, oh, I feel bad.
I feel you. There's a word created for that. It's called anthropomorphism. That is when you put human emotions on a dog. So I feel you, but don't do it like that because then you're just breeding confusion. Okay, so just think of it as like how you can avoid that is you proactively fulfill them, each of them, so that you know, okay, they got my time, they got my energy, they're fulfilled, I did my job. And then you go about your life, okay?
You can figure out why I treat my dog more like a human than I treat my horse like a human, then you're golden.
Because that horse will kick your ass.
He won't take a step. Like he's good. Her, she's like, it's.
Yeah, that's her baby right there, for sure. Any other questions? Ask me one, and then I'll leave you alone.
I have my personal feeling with him because at home he's so chill. Like I can't even get him to do things. Like he has to play.
Okay.
So it's outside that I practice my.
Got it. Okay. Yeah, like my tip for that is just more teaching walks. And then when I come by, we'll see how chill he is. Yeah, because what does he do when visitors come over? Yes. So we're going to see. We're going to see how chill he is. I get that a lot where people are like, yeah, this dog is so good. Then I come and I'm like, and I sit on the couch and the dog's like, what you doing here, you know? And it could be either being mean or it could be being pushy for attention, but we'll see, you know? I'm sure I'll come and he'll start excited, and then I'll give you some pointers and he'll be calm, and then you'll be like, I didn't even think about that. And then he'll, moving forward, you'll be more mindful of that and you'll start seeing it. Yeah, but for like outside, with him, for now, I would not be doing any long distance walks. My distance, that's another thing. So even though I'm cutting the how long I'm walking, I'm cutting that, they're still getting the same amount of steps. It's just in the same place. You get what I'm saying? So he's gonna be most likely more tired because he's using his mind more. But he didn't get to pull me to catch a bird. You know? All right, any other questions, y'all, before we wrap it? Oh yeah.
At different places or different times?
You could do all of the above. Yeah, you can switch it all. You can tether them together. Yeah, you can do all that. Yeah, just make sure you're home when you tether them together so that they don't get tangled or get into it, or yeah. But yeah, all the above. She definitely would get a lot more tether time for sure, because she needs to learn how to be away from you. Yeah.
But I feel like the problem is being away from Max too.
So yeah, tether her away from him. Walk him without her. Walk her without him. Yeah. When you pet her, does Max try to get love? And vice versa? So I would add that to your rule list. Yeah. Come on, girl, you're doing good. Just be patient. Good job. Yeah, kind of like how I'm doing here. I'm giving her a boundary over here. She wants nothing but to be over there. But yeah, separate them more. Cool. Any other questions? All good? Kemi, you coming tomorrow? All right, cool. Cool. All right. Thank you guys for coming today. We'll see you tomorrow. My pleasure. Yeah. Break. I'll say hi to your mama.
Okay, so if you can please email or text me about everything.
I'm gonna forget.
I'll see you tomorrow,
See you
though,
tomorrow.
And I can give a speech if you want tomorrow.
If I'm
But
on.
I can't.
Thank you,
lie
Randall.
about